Hi folks, it's Andrew Gaffney, publisher of Demand Gen Report. I'm here at Dreamforce and I'm joined by Mark O'Connell, CEO of SAVO.
Nice to be with you.
Thanks for making time today. Exciting show for you guys. It's been interesting to see the evolution of SAVO very recently. Obviously a leader in the sales enablement space for a number of years. Really well thought of platform, but you guys are now moving into some very cool new applications. Talk to us a little bit about the strategy there and some of the specific products.
I'm happy to do that. I'm really excited to be here at Dreamforce. It's a really exciting event here. We've been jam-packed at our booth since we opened 2 days ago. A lot of that is because of the new technology that we've introduced. You can see 350 vendors here selling different kinds of things for all types of sales and marketing and service organizations, but there's only a couple of companies that are really focusing all of their attention on the productivity of individual sellers, with a focus on how does that buyer and a seller have a really inspiring conversation. So in this day and age, for sellers to really be able to have a really inspiring, engaging conversation with a prospective customer so that they really want to do business with you, you've got to provide insight, you've got to be really knowledgeable about your business, your company, it's got to be motivational, you've got to use really great technology, and that's what SAVO's doing in the marketplace. So our whole suite of applications that we've introduced is really making the life of an individual seller much more productive. So we automate their back office things that they waste a lot of time on, that's taking them away from customer facing time. And then when they're actually getting ready and prepared to actually have those engaging conversations with the customers, we've introduced a lot of different things around mobility, access to really key content, and doing all of that in the context of best-in-class processes. So we're the only company here at Dreamforce is doing that, which makes it really exciting for us, and we're really happy to have that opportunity to do so.
And obviously the new tools and applications have been well received, and you're really doing some great alignment, obviously, with Salesforce in particular. So talk about what that means to us.
Well, this is a gigantic economy here with Salesforce. The number of developers that are developing on that platform, the number of customers that they have, and the fact that they're broadening out their platform to be able to support more capabilities across all of their customers, from marketing to sales to service, and being able to plug into that grid or that economy is very powerful. Having the strategic partnership that we now have with Salesforce gives us an opportunity to take that kind of credibility, kind of a good housekeeping seal of approval, and go into Salesforce's entire install base and be able to inspire them to buy our products and make their salespeople more productive. And the fact that Salesforce sees us as kind of the white space that they're solving a problem that they're not solving really puts us in a very powerful position in the marketplace.
Yeah. And it's interesting because you talked about that changing buyer-seller relationship. It's interesting to see the evolution of CRM too, because salespeople used to traditionally perceive CRM as just a reporting tool that they had to use, contact management, but the role of it is really becoming much more strategic, and you guys are playing a key part in that.
That's right. Well, I think they're pretty well, there's plenty of information and statistics around about the adoption rate of CRM tools inside of companies, and the vision is great, but why are salespeople not adopting that? Because there's nothing in it for them, really. And so they have to update their customer records. They can get some information, and in some cases companies are doing powerful things with it. But for the most part, it doesn't help the productivity of an individual seller every day of the week. And so the applications that we build are actually doing that. So I like to describe it as having two sides of the coin. Having the customer record from Salesforce, very, very powerful, because it's integrated to a number of other platforms, but having the key content, messaging, process, and productivity tools for the individual seller all together as two sides of the coin, making that sales rep and their overall organization much more productive than it can be today without both companies being bolted together.
And it's interesting too, in the beginning you touched on the changing activity of a buyer, but it's really critical now because buyers are self-navigating through a lot of this, and it's really upping the ante for salespeople that they have to be relevant. They have to have the right next piece of information. So that's part of what you guys are enabling here.
Absolutely. Well, some of the things that we think about here are, we all do it in our personal lives, the amount of information that we gather before we buy something, whether it's a pair of shoes or a car or anything else. So by the time I get ready to engage with a sales guy or saleswoman, I'm predisposed to what I want to buy. So if you're selling what I'm predisposed to buy, we're going to have a pretty good conversation right off the top. If not, you're really up against it, and then you've really got to be really a powerful salesperson. You have to have a lot of capability to be able to do that. So we give salespeople the insight into the buyer's journey up to that point in time. We give them the best practices on what they should do next once they have that conversation. What should they say? And then to automate a number of other tasks to make it a lot easier so that the seller can spend more time engaging with the customer and strategizing how they can bring more value to that customer than working in their CRM system, trying to search for things, and wasting a lot of time that's taking them out of the field and out of the game of actually selling.
And this is all relatively new for you guys, big exciting news here. What's the early customer reaction been like?
Well, the customer reaction has been huge. I think we have been here for a number of years. This is the biggest footprint we've had. It's kind of celebrating our new relationship with Salesforce. We've had huge support from Salesforce management, incredible access, incredible support. Everybody knows us. Our brand is so well recognized here at Dreamforce that just makes it much more gratifying for the work that we're doing. And people are just not looking at us for our car that we're giving away and the things we do in our booth. They really understand, but they are cool. But and it's important to be cool here at Dreamforce if you want to cut through all the noise. But one of the things for sure is that we want to be able to have people understand the real value that we bring to our customers. And then we talk about this as the Internet of Customers. That's the theme of this entire Dreamforce. That our focus is really bringing in the Internet of Customers, creating that really powerful relationship, an engaging relationship between a buyer and a seller. That today, the combination of Salesforce and SAVO are, for the first time, really being able to do that.
That's great, really exciting stuff. We appreciate you walking us through it.
It is, thanks an awful lot.
Good to see you.
Thank you, nice to see you.
Thanks, folks.